came already?
Yeah.
Does that mean I can have my job back? I'm always going to be in me love you long time films.
Is that because you're a very bad actress?
Me love you long time, boobylicious. Cheer up, boobies.
Can I get a grab too, Lucy Lou?
Not today.
British culture!
Whoa! Calm down, sweetheart. Don't go chicken oriental.
Do you know how many castings I've been to in the last 6 months?
2 Chinese.
Not Chinese enough.
Okay, ladies, time to go.
Let her go.
Don't come back.
I can see the answer. I'm ready to dance when the vamp up. And when I hit that dick, get your camera. You see when that bitch shits the camper. In the digging that young sister beacon. The bitch
my
wants
life.
to compete. And I can freak with that pump with the peep. And you know what your bitch become when her weave.
I had such a great night. I'm in love with London. Everyone's so friendly, especially the police.
I got my shit job back. You're not gonna tell my mom, right?
Buddha says, nobody like a gross. Hi. Where's the Fluffy?
Oh, well, she's at home, Elizabeth.
I'm not Elizabeth.
But I don't care. Look, tenant, I do really need the rent today, or I am going to have to ask you to leave.
Is that enough?
Well, yeah, I'm sure it is. That's what I love about you Orientals. Cash only. Sayonara.
You know we'll pay you back, right?
It's okay. I'm very rich.
Okay. Anyway, let's do this adult casting in an hour.
Hand job for 5, blow job for 10, happy ending guaranteed.
People say the Chinese are taking over the world. Maybe not these 3, but we're in London to stay, so get out of the way, bitches!
Dancing all through London town, wearing only dressing gown, turn this city upside down. Girls, 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 dancing all through London town. Won't get if you pointing down, we're taking over the world. 千里潮流我最行，你好，谢谢，不客气。我站在上北迎风，北向世界尽在石榴裙底。你好，Can you hear me now? We came from the far east.
A new midwife is on her way to join us. Our burdens will be eased immediately.
I'm scared.
My uniform is going to talk to your uniform, not the other way around.
We're getting an au pair.
I'm not asking for help.
You need it.
Your home is very pleasing.
Thank you.
And so is your husband.
Brand new Call the Midwife starts Sunday at 8 on BBC One.
The Hard Sun is coming.
Hard Sun. Press red for the full series, available now on BBC iPlayer.
On the 24th of March, 1994, 4-year-old Caris Howell disappeared from a children's park in sleepy Penllynith, Wales.
So they never found her then?
She left this out on her bed, like she wanted me to find it.
Caris Howell was kept in this house. Do you believe the dead can communicate with us?
You're not listening!
something. I am telling you, there's something here.
It's a funny place, Penguin.
Am I going crazy? Would you tell me if I was?
Requiem starts Friday the 2nd of February on BBC One and BBC iPlayer.
It has been a blustery, snowy old week of it weather-wise. Is there a change in the air, or should we be battening down the hatches for more of the same? Now, with the weather for the week ahead, here's Nick Miller.
Hello, after such a cold and at times snowy week, get ready for something very different next week. Of course, we've seen some disruptive snow this week. That will be thawing very quickly, I think, at the start of next week. Friday brought some more heavy snow showers, particularly to the west and southwest of Scotland. We've added to some of the snow across parts of Northern Ireland and Northern England in that cold air. But gradually through the weekend, more especially into the start of next week, much milder air will take over the UK for a time, and quite a few of us will see temperatures bouncing back into double figures. But as the weekend begins, it is cold, frosty, icy. We have this weather system just pushing in from the southwest. Now, still some uncertainty about how far north that will get. Could be into the south of Northern Ireland, parts of northwest England, but through much of Wales, the Midlands into the southeast. Underneath that, well, it will be really quite cold and raw. Outbreaks of rain, perhaps some sleet, perhaps some wet snow at times over higher ground. Brightening up a bit Saturday afternoon, Cornwall and Devon, and milder air coming in here. Sign of things to come. 12 degrees in Plymouth, but just 2 in Aberdeen. But far fewer snow showers in Scotland compared with recent days. Just 1 or 2 in the far west and north. But the cold, in places icy, frosty night on Saturday night, and then another weather system coming in. And this really is the leading edge of that much milder air, but it will make for a wet Sunday. Outbreaks of rain spreading north and east, but in the cold air in place, we're going to see some further sleet and snow for a time, particularly into parts of Scotland and northern England. So do bear that in mind if you're travelling on Sunday. Keep up to date with the latest forecast, because this is where the cold air will hold on for as long as it possibly can, but elsewhere, notice how things are turning milder. Once that system clears away going into Monday, then the milder air will reach across most parts. Still a trailing weather front giving some outbreaks of rain across southern areas for a time on Monday. Elsewhere, 1 or 2 showers to be found, but quite dry, quite bright in places, and those temperatures at this stage getting much closer to average. And by Tuesday, look at these southwesterly winds above average. Central and eastern parts staying mainly dry, but weather fronts close to the west will give some outbreaks of rain in places. Now, as we go into Wednesday, we are going to bring a cold front south across the UK. Now, that will lower temperatures once again for Wednesday and Thursday, with that band of rain moving through. Quite windy with that as well, some showers following towards the northwest. But although it is going to lower temperatures, not to where they are this week, just close to average. But notice, yes, a cooler feel to things by the end of Wednesday into Thursday's Friday begins, but then another weather system from the Atlantic will bring another wodge of milder air for us by the end of Friday and into the following weekend. So this is how next week is shaping up. It is going to be much milder for a time, temperatures getting above average, quite a quick thaw of lying snow in places. There will be spells of rain and windy weather moving across the UK, but brighter gaps in between. Most of this falling as rain rather than snow, maybe just the higher hills across northern Britain seeing some further snow out of a few showers. And then by the end of next week, we just need to watch this area of high pressure to the south. Going into next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend, looks like that may well bulge northwards, settling things down across southern areas. That's the latest weather for the week ahead.
It was a Thursday, 11 years ago.
I can't remember saying goodbye to her.
The last thing I ever said to her was, I love you.
There'd been an accident.
Unfortunately, your mum's been killed. She died of head injuries.
Somebody had been arrested and he'd been on his phone.
I grew up like 10 years in a second.
Everything died on that day because that man decided to pick up his phone.
There's nothing that is so important it cannot wait. Don't use your phone whilst you're driving.
BBC One, do have a warm and peaceful night.
Ballistic is going to prove, well, pretty challenging. At the giant CES Tech Show in Las Vegas, Hyperloop's chief executive was pushing the message that this technology is ready and just needs someone to push the button.
I've got 200 of the most brilliant engineers from industries from around the world who've committed themselves to bringing something really new and important to the planet. We can go 500, 600, and 700 miles an hour. That's not what worries me. The biggest challenge ahead of us is to find governments and regulators that want to rapidly introduce this technology.
Even if some governments do share that vision, they'll face another challenge: finding the money and the public support to build this kind of structure many miles across or under their countries. Rory Catlin-Jones, BBC News, Nevada.
Now let's go back to our top story, our main story from the United States, of course, because we are awaiting for a vote on the US government shutdown. We're expecting it to take place in around 2.5 hours' time. We've got many more details on our website, so we'll be looking out for that, of course, and we'll bring that to you live. You can get in touch with me and the team via social media. On Twitter, I am at BBC Kasia Madeira. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Hi there. Snow again caused problems on Friday in Scotland. Scenes like this were fairly commonplace. The snowiest place at the moment, Tulloch Bridge in the Highlands, where we've nearly got 40 centimetres of snow lying on the ground. Now the forecast this weekend, a couple of areas of low pressure, one swinging in today, another one that's going to be bringing some heavy rain and a change to milder conditions on the way for the second half of the weekend. This is how we start off your Saturday then. A band of rain will be working into southern and western parts of the country. A cold and frosty start in the northeast, with snow showers again affecting parts of Scotland with an ongoing threat of